Folks, we have an exceptional car here. This is from my best seller. I only buy incredible cars from this gentleman. He's a car collector. He gets them so dialed in and detailed, and this one's no exception to that. Go to volocars.com. You'll find 200 classic cars, all for sale. Each one will have the price tag and monthly payment. If you scan the QR code, it'll bring you directly to this car. And I didn't even mention, it's a 1967 Dodge Coronet RT, 440 under the hood, the original, automatic, sure grip rear end. Now, let's go for a spin. Yeah, again, I've bought cars from this gentleman. He's a collector, and all of his cars are outstanding. I don't even need to go look at them. I called him up and teased them because this went through our shop for a full inspection. And you know what they found wrong? The hazard light switch. They had to clean the switch. That's all they found wrong with this car. So let's jump in. The body is exceptionally nice. Apparently there was $100,000 spent on the restoration, and the gentleman that restored the car owned it 10 years and put about 500 miles on it, passed away, and then the gentleman I bought it from, he bought it from the estate. So the body's absolutely straight. It's got nice masculine lines. It all fits very nicely, smooth, clean. Spanish gold, the original color. The metallic is laid out very nicely, and the clear coat is glossy. And it just feels so slick to the touch, feels like Teflon. But look at the reflection of my hand all the way down to the bottom behind the tire. All of this is looking real nice. Let's see how the door shuts. The door fits beautifully. There's a little nick on the edge right there. That's been touched up. Shuts like a new car. And all the gaps and lines are spot on. It's absolutely straight. I like how the quarter panel bumps up and you have these nice details here. Yeah, it's a tough, masculine looking car. It has these louvers on the hood. Again, all lining up real nicely, all looking real good, glossy, shiny. The chrome is all shiny and straight. Look at the grille and the RT emblems, all looking really good. Original style antenna. The wheel well moldings, all looking great. Crystal clear windshield. Again, the moldings are all nice. Door handles are shiny. The vinyl top is mint. There's no issues with the vinyl top. Got these bold RT emblems on each side. Tires and wheels are new. They're 15-inch Cragar wheels with Cooper Cobra tires. Those are new. He's a tire and wheel guy, so he's got it set up just right, the right stance, the right size. Really looks good on this car. For what it's worth, this car was born originally with Magnum wheels, so if you like the original look, you could go back to that, but I think this fits it really well. The whole tail panel, tail lights, bumper, emblems, all shiny, all straight. The rear glass is crystal clear, really nice. Does still have the Mopar emblem on all the glass except the windshield, which is new. It has a remote mirror that's nice and shiny chrome. All the rubber gaskets and seals are in really nice shape. I like the red drums behind the wheels. All right, let's open it up. Continue the tour. Let's see how the trunk compartment looks. Very nice. F70 red, that was so the assembly line people knew to put a F70 red line tire in. It's all painted nicely, has the stickers. The jam is just as sweet, has the new weather strip. Inside is all solid. It has the plaid mat. This is a aftermarket console that sits on top of the original console. It's nice if you want cup holders and an armrest. Underneath here is the cardboard panel, and underneath that is a red line tire. And there's the jack assembly right there. You'd not want to use that these days, but at least it's complete and looks good. And comes with 2 sets of keys and a nice Mopar key tag along with the beautiful Volo key tag. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, click the bell icon, you'll be notified as new videos are posted. The jambs are clean, the bottom of the door is clean, weather strips, sill plates, all that looks real good. Now the interior is exceptionally tidy. The door panels are mint and the chrome is sparkling around the armrest. The armrest pads are excellent. So the dash is beautiful. Look at the shiny trim and the clean gauges and the knobs and the paint finish. There's a vintage style tachometer mounted to the column. Again, nothing beat up, nothing drilled or cracked or broken. The original radio is still in place. All the levers, everything is just tidy as can be. Real clean glove box liner. Here's the glove box pouch with the manuals and literature in here. All sparkling, all clean, not abused, not beat up. Kick panels aren't beat up. Carpets are in real nice shape. Got some nice mats. Center console is really exceptional. I've had high-end $100,000, $200,000 cars and the console didn't look this good. All shiny and straight, not pitted up. It has the automatic shifter. It has working interior lights on both sides. And you might have noticed another vintage item, an 8-track player. It's just so cool to have that, and the tachometer really brings people back to the memories they have of these cars. So all this is nice and clean. Now the seats, front and back, nice upholstery. There's not a wrinkle in this upholstery. Nice firm cushions, mint upholstery job. Seat belts, front and back for everybody. Look at the chrome sparkling. All the plastic back is in real nice shape. We got floor mats back here, real nice carpet. And like I was saying, even the back seats, all nice and firm and plump and upholstered beautifully, no wrinkles. Side panels, armrests, all looking great like the front. As the rear speaker shelf is excellent. All the chrome trimmer on the windows too is shiny. And then the headliner fits beautifully. It's fresh. Dome light works. Got nice visors, nice mirror. Steering wheel looks real good. And it will come with this book as well. Just a bunch of literature, some pictures of the car, breakdown of the tag, and just miscellaneous restoration and information. This will go with the car. Very detailed engine compartment. That is the correct 440 Magnum, making 375 horsepower. They did not have matching VIN numbers back then, but it is a 440 with a C stamp next to it, and the C is for 1967. Also the casting codes, everything is correct as can be. All painted the proper color, the right manifolds and carburetor, and the ignition system, even the little brackets. Looks like it has reproduction Mopar hoses and clamps, and the chrome valve covers have been redone. The air cleaner is all restored. And if you're looking at the engine bay, look how clean the metal is, all painted up real nice. The squirters are all hooked up. You have the horns here. You even have a paint OK stamp there. Proper Mopar radiator with the tag and the right shroud, and the upper hose and clamp all nice and proper. So it features power steering, so it's going to be easy to drive. An actual reproduction Mopar battery, not one of the plastic toppers, but an actual battery, all bolted down properly. Now this is the VIN number stamped here. Either matches the VIN or the tag, I forget, in 67. And then here's the tag right here. In addition to power steering, it's got power brakes. And if you notice, now someone didn't get sloppy or let their kid in here, those are assembly line markings that they've duplicated. Even the right color springs on the underneath, which we'll talk about, has that same type of detail. It has the underhood insulation. Very nice, clean, detailed, dialed in engine compartment. Michael's going to show you how good it runs. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Throwback for me. The first car I ever drove when I was 14 years old was a 66 Charger, which is basically this car except in a fastback. And I had rebuilt the 440 that was in there. And yeah, so really cool, kind of one of my favorite engines, really. And this one runs great, numbers matching, really nice rumble to it. Started right up for me. I've been inside our showroom for a couple days, and yeah, fired right up. I think it's so cool that it's still got the 8-track player in there too. Oh, let's see what she's got. Just like that, I think we're doing about 60 miles an hour. Yeah, we were doing more than that. The tachometer does get in the way of the speedometer a little bit as far as field of view goes, but that's easily curable. This could be shifted if you wanted to, not a big deal. But yeah, nice suspension, great handling, easy to steer. This one's a total winner. A collector's going to be very happy that they purchased this car and by the quality of it. So contact our sales team if you'd like to come take it for a test drive yourself, and check out all the details at volocars.com.
So underneath is also very clean. All the structure, the floors, the braces, the rockers, all nice clean metal painted black. The suspension and steering all looks fresh as well. And those assembly line markings I was showing you, they're all over the suspension. They did a nice job of really trying to make it the way that it was. The brake system's been gone through. That's working properly. E-brakes hooked up. Has a great sounding dual exhaust. The pipes are a little fatter than original. It has a crossover pipe, Flowmaster mufflers, and it has turned down tailpipes, so the exhaust isn't hanging down. It's tucked up and turned down. It's a very nice, neat installation of that. Fuel system's all clean and proper. You look up at the motor, it's as clean as the top. It's looking really good. It has the correct 727 torque flight automatic trans, and in back is the Sure Grip rear end. It's an 8 3/4 rear end, and it has 373 posi gears, Sure Grip, if you're a Mopar guy. So the 440, the automatic, the 373, it's going to be a fun little car, and it's ready to go to any car show. It's ready to make a new owner real proud. So go to volocars.com. And that's how you can get in touch with the salesman, and they can help get this car delivered to your door, finance, insurance, whatever you need, they can help. Thanks for watching.